Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
And although today was a little bit more interesting than most people probably
Yes.
anticipated, Jeff, Kentucky does once again win 111 to 102. And, they've mostly been doing it the same way. It's Antonio Reeves, it's Reed Shepherd, it's Rob Dillingham. Big Z did come off the bench and give him 12. What do you make of just the way, Jeff, that Kentucky is putting these games together now? And it just feels like they are getting hot.
They are. The only thing I worry about them is still trying to figure out their rotation now. Like, I don't think Cal's got any idea what to do in the front court right now, right? Bradshaw was good today for the first time in a while. Arkansas made him look good. And Big Z was good. And Onyensu barely played today. So I feel like on one hand it's good because he's got different options up front. On the other hand, he has no idea who to trust up front from a game-to-game basis. Where in the backcourt, we know, like Dillingham was electric in the last 5 minutes, right? I think he either scored or assisted on 16 straight points to kind of get him for where they were down like 10 to put him in the lead and eventually win the game. And, Arkansas stinks. We know that. But, again, for Kentucky, it's just more of gaining that confidence here down the stretch because – they've been a roller coaster ride, and they need to get some consistency. They're not going to defend at a high level consistently. We know that. Are they going to go to a Final Four? Probably not unless the matchups are right for them. But they're so much damn fun to watch. Like, that's the beauty. I tweeted it earlier today. A buddy of mine texted me. He said, like, listen, I know we're not going and winning the whole thing. We're probably not going to the Final Four. But, man, watching this sure beats, like, the only offense we had was getting on the offensive glass because we didn't know how to run shit. And now it's just fun to watch these dudes cook, whether it's Reeves, Dillingham, Wagner was really good today, Shepherd. They're just fun. They're fun. So, like, in any game, they can beat anybody. On a lot of games, they can lose to anybody. Well, that can be said for about 30 teams in the country. The difference with Kentucky is they are a blast to watch.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of figure out what's going on in the front court when you get into the NCAA tournament. Because for a while they were riding Onyensu, and they basically said, look, he's going to be our best defender. He's going to be the guy that could deal with Janai Broome in the post. He's going to be the guy that looks like he's probably the best when it comes to guarding ball screens, and that worked for a little while. It looks like Big Z is probably their best shot blocker and floor spacer. He gets completely lost defensively. Part of the reason why Arkansas was able to put up 102 points is because Big Z spent a lot of the 20 minutes that he was on the floor having no idea how to do anything other than be 7'2" with long arms, right? There are times where Trey Mitchell's presence is really valuable. Not so much lately because he's been banged up for about a month and a half, but getting him back is something that's going to help. Aaron Bradshaw, seeing him finally play well. And I think what you're going to have to do is it's going to be like a matchup by matchup thing, right? It makes a lot of sense when you go up against a team that has the best five-man in the SEC in Janai Broome that Kentucky's going to play Ogana Onyensu for a lot of minutes. It's going to make sense when you play teams that are going to spread it out a little bit more that Big Z is going to play some more minutes like he did against Alabama when he had 18 points. So as long as – to me, the key is making sure that everybody's kind of bought in, right? And it looks like that to me, that guys are bought in, they're connected, they want their teammates to do well. I think that Aaron Bradshaw's performance tonight is really telling in the sense that there have been games where he's played like 1 minute, right? He hasn't really gotten much burn over the course of the last month or so. And when he gets his chance, he comes out there and he puts up 15 points in 12 minutes, right? Like he comes out there and he actually impacts a game where they needed him because at one point they were down by 9 with 6 minutes left in this game. So I think it's sometimes a bad thing when you have too many weapons and too many options. But I think in Kentucky's case, as long as all of these guys understand there are going to be nights when you're going to get more minutes, and there's going to be nights where you may not play, and it's going to be kind of a matchup-based thing, and they're still bought in, that to me is the most important thing, right? Like this could turn bad or we've said it all year, it can turn bad if guys don't understand that.
It's late too, Rob. It's
yes.
late now. So, like, it would have already turned bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like we were saying that for a while. We were saying that for a while that it could have turned bad.
Until now.
Yes.
they haven't had 10 guys till today, really. Trey Mitchell came back. Big Z's now like in, out, in. Today he was in. Today was like the first day I felt like they had all 10 and they could play all 10. And it's so late in the year. I don't think you're going to have guys bitching and moaning at this. By that point, the season's going to be over.
That's my point. Is like they made it through the worst part of it, and now they're here and they've won 5 out of the last 6 and 3 in a row. And if it wasn't for a buzzer beater and a missed box out, they'd be a game out of first place with a chance to get into first place when they play at Tennessee on the last game of the regular season. That's the margins are that fine.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.